It's the 10 Cut Commandments. What?
What up, world? It's your boy, Kamal Nuru, a.k.a. Zope Mega Millions.
Oh,
You're
shit.
now watching Barber World TV, the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm here with my brother, no other,
Yeah.
Special Ed. Make some noise.
What's good, Barber World, Harlem High, Crookland, everywhere in between and everywhere else. We in the building. My man K-Zo. You already know. If you don't, you going to know now.
That's right. So we're going to bridge the gap for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? We're going to just start it off from the beginning. Tell people where you from.
All right, people, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, a place called Flatbush and Church Avenue in 31st in Brooklyn.
To be exact. You heard?
To be specific. If you trying to find out, you want to feel it out and go stand up over there and see how you last.
Post up. You heard?
Go post up. Word out.
What inspired you to be an MC?
What inspired me to be was MC was my love for poetry. Just, I had a knack for it. A witty type of mentality. And my little rhymes, my little poems came out funny. I had a class laughing, writing limericks and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah. And then rap was out. So it's like, yo, this is like rap. I could do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just give it some sense of humor and we good.
And you made a transition from writing. Hold up. Vibrate. Put them on vibrate. You made a transition from writing raps to actually somehow you got to be with a producer so he could record your voice. So who was that and how did that happen?
That was the Hitman Howie T. Hitman Howie T is a legend from Brooklyn and, arguably one of the best producers I've ever come across. He spearheaded lots of groups in Brooklyn in the 80s. He was one of the first Brooklyn producers that I knew of that was actually making records and putting out artists. And, I went to him when I was 15 years old to try to see if I can get on, because he was putting out records left and right. He had Whistle, Lil Sean, UTFO, Chubb Rock, The Real Roxanne. He was with Full Force. He was doing all kind of stuff. So I was like, all right, well, let me see what's up with me. Give me a shot.
He was like the Brooklyn Marley Marl.
Yeah, he's the Brooklyn version of.
Yeah, for sure. So you did your demos. How'd you make it from the demos to your record company and getting a contract, and which label was that?
Well, Tank and Tony Irby had formed a management company called True Blue, and they came to me at Howie's crib and was like, yo, we like your record. We want to manage you. If you're interested, we can go shop and see if we can get a deal. And I was like, all right, well, that's what I need anyway. That's what I'm here for. So if y'all get the deal, y'all get the job.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they shot the demo and then they came back real quick. They really got a deal kind of fast.
What was the songs that was on the demo?
Taxin', I Got It Made, and Think About It.
Two of those was your singles, so
yeah. And
you had fire on that demo.
Right, and then we got the album deal and went ahead and proceeded to record a whole entire album. And I finished the album and we went through the court procedure because I was young. I was 15 years old, so they couldn't sign me legally, so we had to go through the court procedure. Got it legally binding, and then it actually came out. I Got It Made came out. I was 16.
16 years old.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was the climate of rap at that time?
The climate of rap was, it was really kind of fresh, and it was room for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everyone definitely had their own identity, their own sound, their own look. It was a unique experience. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was their own unique character. No one was like the next.
I agree. So how was it being a young guy with a recording contract? You were still in high school? Or you were still in high school?
Yeah, I was still in high school. I was in the 12th grade when my record came out. And I did what I could. I had to eventually end up getting a GED because prior to that, I had a truant history. So,
And what's truant is like not going to school, right?
Fucking up, whatever, man. Not going. Like I I would do what I want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody seemed to care. So I mean, not my
The teachers,
right? The teachers, the
Right.
school, they didn't care. We was right outside. Why you ain't come get us?
Right.
You saw us smoking and drinking out there. You see niggas getting punched in the face and robbed. Why you not coming outside?
Right, right.
So fuck it, we outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Some people play ball. I rap in the cipher.
Mm-hmm.
Some people stand there and wait to rob the kids.
And what high school was this?
Erasmus Hall.
Erasmus
And they
Hall.
did the same thing in Walt Whitman Junior High School. Same gang. Come up there, you know, rob everybody every day.
Yeah.
And no one does much.
That was like around the Decepticon era and all that.
Yeah, but before that,
A little
Deceps
before
came
that.
a little after. That time was MOB.
MOB.
Deceps came when I was already in my senior year in high school.
Yeah, that
Pretty
was high
much.
school. That was high school.
Yeah, junior high and going all the way up. And they didn't, ain't no Deceps came to Erasmus. Let's just say that.
They knew the
And
right schools to go
and
to.
And I got plenty of homies that's Decep, and rest in peace, Sean Price, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
You know, that's like a brother. That's hip hop family right there. But
Right.
you know, they never came to Erasmus. I never saw them. I saw MOB. That's who I saw.
Okay.
Deceps must have ran the train in other schools and neighborhoods. One time, I'm gonna tell you, Deceps came to Flatbush looking for me, and I came out my house and said, "What's up?" Hey, walked through all of them.
Right.
What up? Y'all good? All right, and went back in my house.
Why'd they come looking for you?
You know, sometimes people curious, and then when you from the same area, you
Right.
from the same neighborhood, and I don't know, maybe they thought they was gonna intimidate me because there was a lot of them.
Right.
But I'm not easily intimidated because it's a lot of people everywhere.
Right. You got a lot of family too.
Yeah, so I came outside. What's up? Y'all good? What we need? We good?
Right.
Ain't nobody say nothing. They was just standing kind of looking. So I think it was more so not really a beef because I didn't have no words of
Right.
beef or money exchange.
They want to see if
It
they
wasn't
could
no woman.
They could see if you were shook or
Yeah,
not.
they either wanted to see if I was shook or just to come to see, you know, who's this kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't know me. Who this kid? Oh, you want to know? Here I go. What's
Right.
up? Woo, woo, woo.
So
You know
what
I'm saying?
happened in your life after the first video comes out?
Well, it was pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? I was in school still. You know, I was trying to graduate high school.
Right.
And they told me if I missed any more dates, I would fail because of my truant history.
Right.
So I was like, all right, well, let me set me up for this GED because I'm about to miss school tomorrow.
Right.
Right. So, okay. And I brought my parents and I said, yo, can I get a tutor? They said, no, not with your. Right. So I'm
Not
like,
with
all right,
your history.
whatever.
So
know,
this is what year
This is
when the album comes out?
88, 89. No, 89.
89.
Yeah, 89.
Okay.
But it's from 88 going into 89.
Okay.
Right? Because I was 16.
So then you hit the road, right?
Yeah, I hit the
Video
road.
comes out.
Right out. Everybody
Who
grabbed
shot
it.
the first video?
Chica Bruce.
Chica Bruce.
Chica Bruce shot the first two. I got it made and think about it.
Right.
She's a very innovative director. She came up with all that shit.
Where's she
Hovercrafts, blah, blah, blah. I don't even remember where she was from. But she was hired by Profile and did a great job.
Yeah, that hovercraft was crazy.
Yeah, and that people talk about that today, 30 years later.
Yeah.
You talking about this video.
Right.
So yeah.
So how was it to go on the road and travel all across the states and do shows and
Shit, you tell me. Man. Well, see, what happened was I left high school and I had a crew that I just picked up in the school I was in.
Right.
But then after the summer, they had college and plans and shit like that. And
Yeah.
I was on the road. So I was like, well, you know, I'll tell you what, man. More power. I wish y'all the best.
Right.
Get your education. School's the move. Peace.
Right.
And
I was in college too when we got the gig.
Right. See?
My first semester, I was in New York City Tech.
See, so they left and went off to school, and
Right.
then I held auditions.
Right.
So we had some people that came through, and for a minute, we had a second set of dancers that were some females that we chose.
I remember.
You're right, correct. So we rode around with them for maybe a couple months, and then they got off into other things as well. So it was like, you know what, we need some real dedicated
Right.
dancers.
Right.
So Sean was like, yo, you know, we gonna hold some more rehearsals. So little Sean was like, yo, my little cousin want to come through and check him out. I was like, shit, yeah, we here.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
So he came with you.
Right.
So
I came with him.
you came with him, right? So he brought you. So
Yeah.
basically, you know, it spoke for itself. Y'all started dancing, whoop, 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 and I was like,
Right.
yeah, that's hot. There we go. What's up?
Right.
And then y'all had a whole crew, the whole Jiggy team, all that good stuff. And then Rome later joined us.
Right.
as another dancer
Right.
because Rome had his own personality
That's right.
and
energy and
energy.
everything.
He got the littleness. It's like it was wild on stage. They like that shit. So
Yeah.
he's like, throw Rome in too. So we all ate. You know what I'm saying? We all traveled around.
Yeah.
I was cool, man. I just, had a bunch of dudes that really everybody had their own needs, their own,
Right.
personalities. It's just managing everyone, and kind of making sure nobody got in trouble.
Yeah, and it was new for everybody.
Yeah, it was new for everybody. We all was learning together, but we did know that we wasn't trying to go to jail. We wasn't trying to die out
Right.
there. So we gotta, you know what I'm saying, be on our P's and Q's.
And I remember it was like the second show, I think, in North Carolina. And we got into this whole big thing, and I called my mom's, and she was like,
gosh.
"That's what that you coming home?" I was like, "Ma, I can't come home. We on tour."
Right. Well, yeah, man, shit happen, man. Shit
Yeah.
pops off. I don't really know what the core of it is, but you go to a club and somebody always want to be tough guy, right?
Yeah.
So we go to club, somebody wants to be tough guy. And obviously, it's a town where everybody can buy guns.
Right.
Yeah, blah, blah. Who gives a fuck?
Yep.
Okay, y'all got guns. So who boo hoo? So anyway, this nigga talking shit. Albie snuffs him.
Yeah.
He's out on the floor. Next thing you know, they come up with a gun out.
Mm-hmm.
The whole club empty out. We outside. I jumps in some random person car. Like they gonna get the fuck out of here. So
Right.
we in traffic and I'm in a car trying to hide, and this chick is like, yo, y'all got to get out my car.
Mm-hmm. She was scared for herself.
Yeah, she was scared for herself. She's like, y'all got to get out my car. I was like, yo, you serious? She's like, yo, y'all got to get out my car. So we got out the car. As soon as we got out the car, the whole mob was standing there, and dude had the gun on me like, yo, Ed, it ain't you, but your man.
Yeah.
Man, while he said, yo, man, the whole crew of niggas just rushed me.
Right.
It was a wrap.
And we tried to go back to the van,
Yeah.
and the guy that drove us there, he wasn't there. So we
What
was
the
stuck.
fuck?
And
Right.
then they started shooting.
No
and just
proper
like,
protocol, no proper protocol for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, how we all split up? We all at an after party after a concert, and that's what y'all do?
Yeah.
So we got stuck out there. My man Diesel helped me out, was pulling kids off of me, and they
Right.
jumped on him.
Yeah.
But eventually we got out the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
And we still continue with
and
the
we-
tour.
And we still continue touring. I was doing my shows.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. We've all been there before.
That's right. That's
So
right.
that ain't nothing to be crying about or quitting about.
Yeah, it's about life. That's just
Yeah.
part of it.
I got 4 brothers. I got fucked up plenty of times.
And you're the youngest, right?
And I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
So that's nothing. You want to whoop. All right, let you see how long you can do that.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So the first album comes out, you do 3 videos, right?
Yeah.
And that's when we came on.
Pretty much that.
We came on at the Magnificent.
Yeah, y'all came on. Actually, that was the 3rd video.
Yes,
The
we came-
Magnificent.
that's
So
right.
y'all came on right after Think About It, and that was directed by Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yep.
And y'all motherfuckers try to get me to dance. I was like, nah, man, cut that shit out, man. Y'all fucking do what y'all do.
Well, you
Y'all
got
the
Sean to
G's.
dance.
Yeah, y'all got Sean to dance. Y'all tricked his ass into dancing. I'm looking back at videos like,
We got you to dance by
yeah,
like the
they got
5th
me
video.
they got me to do one little step, and then I was like, you know what, fuck this. Y'all doing too much.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So that was it. That was it for my dance career.
Right. So then you come out with the 2nd album,
Yeah.
and that you had some features on there on the 2nd album, right?
Yeah. The Legal album, I had some features on there.
You had 40, Sean, your brother,
Yup. 5 Men in the mic.
right?
So basically, I just put my homies on. Whoever wanted to spit, you want
Right.
to spit. I had my brother Devon on one track, my
Right.
other brother Drew on one track,
Right.
with 40, Sean, and Action. My DJ wanted to rhyme. All right, you could rhyme too. Who else want to rhyme, huh? Who's next?
Did you do any production on that album?
Yeah, on the second album, what I did was I watched Howie from the beginning.
Right.
And then the first money I got, I went and bought the same equipment he had.
Right.
I wanted to, because I was
Smart
watching
man.
him use it. Yeah, so I got
Right.
the same setup. He helped me set it up.
Right.
All that. So it was sanctioned by Howie, and I knew what path I was going down. So I started looping up stuff. Me and my brother in the house started doing some production and stuff, and we did like probably 4 cuts on the album,
Right.
3 or 4, because I still wanted to keep the sound and keep Howie T as a producer, because I was grateful and loyal to him as a producer.
Right.
And I wasn't just like, oh, I'm on, fuck it, I'm out.
He made some joints, man.
Oh yeah, and Howie still make joint. Like every time I record, I go to Howie T.
Wow.
Even my own independent projects, the 3rd album, the 4th album, like my independent releases, I go to Howie T, and he gives me tracks, and I make hits.
Yeah. He's like, a lot of people don't know about him,
Well,
as far
that's
as
because
producers.
Howie is quiet, man. We never really marketed producers.
A lot of people probably don't even know what he looked like.
True. Because back then, too, he was a man of mystery. Howie was like even Action. They must have been in a competition for who the most low key.
Right.
Because they ain't want to be in no pictures, nowhere. Oh, chill, I'm good.
Right.
All right. But, the name of the game is selling yourself, marketing, promoting yourself.
Right.
You actually pimping yourself. It's different if somebody else trying to pimp you. But if you doing it if you pimping yourself, you're utilizing your assets.
That's right.
So do what you got. I did what I had to do. And I think that they should have did the same act, really. But Howie got a lot of success because as a producer, he has his credits.
Right.
He has his
His
catalog.
points, right.
Everything going on. Publishing.
Right.
He had a publishing deal. He was doing commercials and jingles for a long time in Hollywood. So
Wow.
that's that money you don't really know about.
Yeah.
You just
it all add up.
yeah, you just see the commercial and be watching it like this. Oh, that beat hot. You don't know that's Howie's beat, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's the type of stuff he went into and went on to do as a producer.
Right. So what happens after the second album? That's when you get into a little something with the label.
Yeah, the label wasn't trying to pay me right, man. They was trying to hold my money. It's like they make all this money off your record, and then they want to make you pay for the next one. Besides you paying for the first one, so
Right.
it's recoupable.
Right.
So say they spent $100,000.
Right.
They're gonna take that $100,000, but then you gotta budget your next album. They're gonna take that out your money too.
Right.
So out your pay, say 12%. So let's say 10 to make it understandable, right? So we got 10%. So out of that now, you have to pay for your album that the advances they just gave you for videos,
Right.
promotion, everything, and then you got to go back and pay for your next album.
Right.
So that's what they try to do.
So
to
you
me.
don't never get no money.
That's what. Well,
Yeah.
see, the whole thing though, I sold 500,000 records, so
Right.
they had pretty much.
They had to give you some money.
Yeah, they had to give me some money.
Right.
I was entitled.
Right.
So they try to bullshit around with me, do all kind of shit, and he finally gave me some money, but it was short. It was like 100-something thousand, but I knew the real math, so I
Right.
was looking for the rest. Like, yo, son, what? And they wasn't coming up with it. So I was like, yo, we gonna have a problem here then, cause I need my bread.
Right.
I'm not in here playing with y'all.
Right.
Like, I need my money.
Right.
And he was like, you gotta deliver that next album. We gotta hold back some reserves for the budget and promotion and blah. I'm like, yo, why am I paying? If you get 90%, why am I paying for it?
Right.
What are you doing for your money?
Right.
Oh, well, we got this staff. We're pushing the record. We're selling. We're making you a star.
Right.
All right.
That's almost the story with most artists. Like,
Well, that's the early industry.
Yeah.
That's how it was, where we had to depend on the labels for our success.
Right.
And then they had the radio relationships, the media relationships, and all that before internet. See,
Right.
now as artists, we all have those relationships personally.
direct to consumer.
Right. And then as far as even DJs, there's a more personal relationship with the DJs,
Right.
with radio, and, things of that nature. So it's like easier for artists to become successful on his own
Right.
independently, and they don't really need labels no
You
more.
feel like you came out too early?
Nah, because then it put me in the position I'm in.
Okay.
I got 30 years in the game.
Right.
Like, with some solid joints, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what I want to establish. I got a lot of people that I inspired, and they've achieved success, and,
Right.
they've attained wealth, and, they thank me, and, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with that.
Right. You got some production credits too, right?
Yeah,
You
I've
did
been
some work
producing,
with-
like I said, since 1990.
And
So-
you did some work with Tupac, right?
Yeah, I did some work with
production.
Tupac Shakur and Biggie, the Junior Mafia separately,
Right.
and Boot Camp, Buckshot, Smith and Wesson, Helter Skelter, OGC, all of them. They used to practically live in my studio.
Right.
Shout out the whole Boot Camp clique. You know what I'm saying? That's my family too.
Right.
Like I said, Sean Price, rest in peace, man. He was always in the lab as well, and they recorded a lot of stuff up there. Matter of fact, when they first got the deal for the whole Boot Camp clique,
Right.
they came to me, to my studio,
Right.
to like bang out demos and record and do the bulk of the creative process. You know what I'm saying? And then they went to like say D&D and mixed in different stuff like that.
Right.
You know
So
what I mean?
how did it feel changing your position from being in the front to being behind the scenes and producing?
Well, you have to have a mentality for that. You have to know that it's a bigger thing. It's a bigger cause than you, just you. It ain't about you. You got to not be selfish. You know, it's like me being a booking agent. I'm a booking agent too. Like I book artists. Like I can't do every show.
Right.
So if it's 100 shows, I may be able to do, 5 because of the markets, how much times I've been there, the promoters, what they want, etc. So
Right.
how can I eat? You know what I'm saying? So I decided to book other artists and commission them.
Right.
And, I do that. I've been doing that for
You're
over a decade.
You're a true entrepreneur.
Oh, I had to be. I'm Jamaican, so I need all that money. I need everything, and give me whatever else you got, because I see it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Is that truly a Jamaican asset of culture from the culture?
it's hunger. I'm just hungry. Fuck this. I can't be out here hungry while y'all eating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go get mine too.
A lot of people from the Caribbean, they're about their business.
Oh yeah, and I got I do other stuff, man. I just started a tech company, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called Texas, TECHSUS.
Okay.
.technology. That's the website. But Texas is a technology company, and we are focused on security technologies, safety technologies, financial technologies, all those kind of technology, not like simple stuff.
Right.
We dealing with real applications, real things.
How
that
you get
high
involved with that?
encryption. What?
How'd you get involved with that?
Oh, because I see the potential, and I see where we at. Technology is here right now, and it's all around us. So
That's right.
I decided to team up with a IT professional, and we've been doing it. We formed the company maybe about 2 months ago, and we've been developing our first product for release in the first quarter of 2019. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to be competitive in the market. I want to put my store next to yours. That's what I like.
Right.
I want to be an entrepreneur in this world.
That's right.
I want to be able to compete like everybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they come in my neighborhood and do it.
That's right.
There's a everything, a Chinese restaurant, there's a donut shop, it's an Arab store, it's everything.
That's right.
So I need to have my shit too.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And tell me about the project that you're working on now.
Yeah.
And that's why you're here in the city promoting Top Shelf.
Yeah, Top Shelf 1988 is a project, is the baby of the owner of Rostrum Records. He is also a producer, Benji. So him and his partner over years have produced an album's worth of tracks for iconic artists, such as myself, Dougie Fresh, MC Light, Chubb Rock, Grand Poobah, Drez from Black Sheep, Jungle Brothers, Big Daddy Kane. Like, the list goes on. It's probably about 15 solid artists on there, and they produced all the music, and all of it has the feel of 1988. So that's the premise, is that it's the vibe and the artists from that time period. So basically what the backstory is that the tapes were lost in a fire.
Okay.
and the Tompkins Square Park riots, and his pops found them 30 years later or whatever, 20 years later, and dug them up, and they was like, oh, and they started to master it and mix it and put it out there.
Did they use the old school samplers and stuff like that to get that sound?
I think they probably cheated a little, but they had the swing down. You know, they know they got the swing,
Right.
and the production is pretty tight. So, I believe they must have been producing early out. But what happened is the transition into the new hip hop market. You know, the sound is totally different.
Yeah, it's totally different.
So if you don't change as a producer, you get stuck with, you know, tracks that may sound like a time period.
Right.
So I think maybe they did a track or two and realized that, yo, this sounds like that time period. And then they said, well, let's keep it in this time period.
Right.
And let's kind of make that the whole theme of it.
That. Well, this is, you know, also, you know, Barber World TV. So it got to have something to do with some barbering. So
Yeah.
who's your barber?
So I give a cut. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, man, rest in peace to my man Choice. He wasn't just a barber to me. He was a childhood friend. And we grew up and came up from Erasmus. He was an MC also in Flatbush, and he did his thing. So he worked at the many barbershops, but ended up on 35th and Church. And I used to get my cut from him. I got barbers in many states. In Philly, I got Ace, and I'm at Philadelphia Hair Company.
Okay, Philadelphia Hair Company.
Yeah,
I
and
those
you know,
guys.
yeah, those guys do concerts and all that stuff too. So they active business-wise in the community.
Right.
In Charlotte, I go to Anderton's in the hood. All my shit is in the hood.
Right.
Every barbershop
best
I go
cuts is
to,
in the hood.
right? Yeah, I go to the hood. So I go to Betty's Ford in Charlotte, and I go to see my man Tone. And if he ain't there, whoever I fuck with will cut me. Like, yeah, I'm next. What up? Right. And just wherever, Chicago, I got a barber. LA, I got barber. Florida, I got barber. Top celebrity. Just depending on where I'm at, I need a cut. I know where to go get a cut.
Did you find it difficult in the beginning? Because, you know, you got that soft curly hair. And
Yeah, well, you know me, I'm kind of trusting. I can tell. You know, I could go in there and see, and I'm go by recommendation.
Right.
So if they tell me this barber's nice, I'm gonna take your word the barber nice.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And then if he fuck up, that's your word. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't listening to shit you say no more.
Right.
That type of thing. But so far, so good. You know, I always deal with somebody who has experience.
Right.
I don't go to no new barber. Oh, he just came out of school. Oh, shit, come here, son. Fuck with me. No.
Nah.
I needed a motherfucker that been cutting for years.
Right.
And they trust and go to him straight.
No doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt.
so that's all. So I just, you know, and, you know, I take cuts. You cut me before.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
for me, I don't have one specific barber. I like to give people a chance because I network. I got a lot of friends, a lot of people with establishments and business. You don't even realize how many cards I get. Yo, I come to my barbershop. Yo, come to my barbershop. You know what I mean? Sometimes I could go. Sometimes I can't even go. Like even Steezo. My man Steezo in a barbershop up in Charlotte on the University side. And that's my G100 and all that. But it's a little far, and I don't go there. You know, I can't go all the way there for a cut. So I go the way I go. And then I see Steezo and we go hang out and whatever and chop it up. You know what I'm saying? But
Plus you travel a lot.
right.
So you got to have some other barbers.
Yeah, and I got my own clippers. I cut. I used to cut back in the
You
day.
cut your sons?
Yeah, I cut my sons, both of them.
Right.
I cut them before we came to New York.
Right.
But I started cutting back when I was about 14, 13. We had clippers in the house, and they wasn't really professional, but we turned them into something. So I started practicing on my brothers. Then I started cutting the whole hood, and then I started charging.
Yeah.
And I was making money. Yeah, I was making money.
The rap money was better.
Yeah. Absolutely. That was just pocket money while I was 13, 14,
Right.
15.
I had to put down my clippers a few times to go on tour with you.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, it's all good. So tell people where they could get you at, where they could follow you at.
Y'all could follow me. First of all, y'all could go to specialedmusic.com.
Right.
And then the social media be Special Ed Music on the Instagram, and then just Special Ed on Twitter, and IG Special Ed Music, whatever else. Just look Special Ed Music or Special Ed. Just you put that shit in, I'ma pop up. You put it in Google, I'ma pop up. Right next to the school shit.
Google me, right?
Yeah. Special Ed. Just look, man.
And
no mystery.
The Top Shelf, 1988.
Top Shelf 1988 is out right now. Y'all can pick it up online. And I know they're gonna be putting out some wax, some limited edition, right? Wax coming up. But right now you can go online and check it out and hear all the artists you grew up to.
Right. Dope. All right, brother. Thank you for your time. I know you're real
no
busy.
problemo.
You
It's
know,
all
we go
good,
way
man.
Bedak.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna be in town a few days.
Appreciate
get it
it.
done.
1,
If you
2,
come
3,
get me,
4,
I'm
5,
there.
6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 cut commandments. What? Barbers can't tell me nothing about these cuts.